What's up guys, the Lazy Gold Maker here. I posted a video a little while ago about making gold in TBC and preparing for it, and someone pointed out that me mentioning that you should just get every alt or every crafting profession to max isn't particularly lazy. And he's completely right, obviously. So today we're going to look at something that is lazy, something that does not require you to level to max. It does require you to level a little bit, but it's fairly quick. So we're going to look at something you can start doing right now. It is profitable, as of right now, at least on my anniversary realm, where I have a character. And it only requires you to be level 20. And a small amount of investment into leveling some crafting professions, but it's not going to be expensive. So, what are we looking at? We are looking at the Vision Dust Shuffle. So, Vision Dust is a very important material for leveling enchanting, and very often an in-demand one, and something that sells really quickly. As you can see here, when I did the flipping challenge, I sold 1800 Vision Dust over a period of not that long. It sells really fast, and people are going to need it, and it's also that's something that is going to be required even when TBC rolls around. People are still going to level enchanting, and they're going to buy this, and there's going to be a lot less on the auction house. So the way you make Vision Dust is with the tailoring, and this specific recipe right here, the White Bandit Mask. You can get the recipe. The recipe is a world drop, so you can only really get it from the auction house, but there's a bunch of them up for 1 gold each, so it's really cheap to get into it. Not particularly expensive. Definitely grab this right now, because most likely Vision Dust will go up in price eventually once people stop farming it. So you only need to get tailoring to 15, which you can do starting from level 20, and then you also do need to level enchanting, because in TBC they add the skill requirement to disenchant, but you only need enchanting level 125, which is quite cheap to do. That's just going to be strange dust and soul dust, not particularly expensive. So once you've done that, then you're essentially ready to go. So here I'm going to break down the math behind like what you get when you disenchant, so you can understand it a little bit better if you're not familiar with the Vision Dust shuffles. So when you disenchant the White Bandit Mask, you can have one of 3 outcomes. You have a 75% chance of getting somewhere between 2 and 5 Vision Dust, so you can get 2, 3, 4, or 5 with equal chance for each outcome of those, and then you have a 20% chance of getting 1 or 2 lesser nether essences, and then you have a 5% chance of getting 1 small radiant shard. So if you average that out per disenchant, you're going to get 75% chance of getting the average of 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that will mean per disenchant you're getting 2.6 Vision Dust. And then you have a 20% chance of getting an average of 1.5 lesser nether essence. When you get a nether essence for 0.3 lesser nether essences per disenchant. And then you have a 5% chance of getting a small radiant shard for 0.05 small radiant shards per disenchant. Obviously you can also see this in game with Trade Skill Master. So this is something that I highly suggest you enable, is the disenchant value. You can see that in the tooltip, which shows all of the same numbers, 75% chance of getting Vision Dust between 2 and 5. And then here it also calculates the gold value or the silver value of those things right now using the auction house data. And to get this up there, you need to go to TSM settings, and then you go to tooltip settings, and you go down to values, and you click the full destroy tooltip. This will add the full destroy tooltip, which has all of the items listed out and their values. And that's pretty much what you need to figure out if this is profitable. You can just compare your crafting cost once you learn the recipe. It's going to be in your profession window. Obviously I don't have, this character is level 5, so I don't have a profit, but it's going to show you the crafting cost when you click it in your window, and then you hover over, you look at the destroy value and see if that's higher or lower. Now usually when I've done this in the past, I've just been using like a very simple rule of thumb, which is to compare the price of Vision Dust, which right now it's at least 9 silver. There's some posted for 8, but based on this auction house, I'm sure I'd be able to sell it for at least 9.5 silver. And then you compare that to the price of Mage Weave Cloth, which is right now 3.5, 3.75, about 4 silver, let's say 4 silver. And then if the price of Vision Dust is at least 2 times the price of Mage Weave Cloth, then you're usually going to make a profit, because you get 1 vision dust per 2 mage weave cloth on average. But that ignores the other materials used in the recipe, and if we go back to the White Bandit mask recipe, here we can see that it uses a bolt of mage weave, which is 5 mage weave. It uses 1 bleach, which is like a couple of copper, completely irrelevant, and then it uses 1 heavy silken thread, which is not irrelevant because that's 20 silver if you don't have a reputation discount, and you can go down as low as 18 silver if you have the max reputation discount with your home city. And right now, if you're paying 4 silver per mage weave cloth, you're paying 20 silver for the 5 mage weave, and then you're paying 20 silver for the heavy silken thread. So you need to include that in the math, obviously. And the White Bandit mask is disenchanting for about 52 silver, and it's going to cost about 40 silver right now to craft, so it's profitable. It's about not a massive profit margin, 25%, so it's like nothing to write home about. But I do think that Vision Dust will go up in value eventually. On the other side, small radiant shards will go down in value, and eventually they will be almost worthless, whereas right now they are 3 gold and a really important part of the profit calculation. If you go back to the White Bandit mask, we can see that that the small radiant shards is 16 silver out of those 52 silver, so they're actually the second most important part here. So this is like, it's profitable right now, not amazing, but you can use it to just build up a large stockpile of Vision Dust and be ready for eventually down the line they're going to go up in value, because people aren't going to do this shuffle as much. They're going to be focusing on TBC stuff, and this is something you can just get set up, and then you have it available whenever, if it's profitable down the line, you can just do some shuffling. Very easy, something you can do while not focusing. If you just want to chill out, watch a YouTube video, you can just be clicking the disenchant macro and clicking craft all on some silk, and utilize time that you don't want to focus heavily on the game. So that's it. I've done this shuffle a lot. This was actually the first gold making method I learned in World of Warcraft ever. Back in original TBC was when I learned this method, and it's been working ever since in the classic versions of the game. So good luck, have fun, and we'll see you.